This is the system that I and thousands of other agencies have used to convert our past marketing clients into $20,000 monthly recurring revenue fast. And you won't have to damage your brand's reputation while doing it. So in this video, I'm going to share how to convert past clients into recurring revenue subscribers, what you need to build and deliver to the client in order to justify a recurring payment, and the biggest mistakes that agencies make when trying to do this. So I'm going to start off by showing how most people pitch a software solution to their marketing clients and a couple of big mistakes they make. What I've seen a lot of people do is they write a ton of really feature-heavy emails talking about, all the things that their software can do. They massively underpitch the price and they explain kind of like how it's a bargain. And then they'll tell their clients over and over about all the features that the agency is excited about, but not the ones that their clients are excited about. They stick all their old leads in like a generic, automation that just runs through and just tries to pitch it and sell it, that basically talks at the leads. And then once a client signs up, this is the big part I find, is agencies unleash like every single feature on the client, and either the client gets so overwhelmed that they basically end up churning and they leave, or the client gets so overwhelmed that they'll send like 1,000 support requests and emails, and you basically become a glorified tech support for someone else's software. So I'm going to show you a method that avoids all of that, and we're going to take an entirely different approach. We're going to find one where the client comes to you asking to get moved to the recurring payment platform. This is the email campaign that I've used with hundreds of agencies to help them convert their past clients into subscribers. So for years, I've tried to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. So I'm not naturally gifted at that stuff, so I found it really challenging. And for years, I tried every method on the planet: courses, apps, books, videos, training, communities, everything. And in searching for a solution to my problem of solving a Rubik's Cube, or a speed cube as they're actually called, I've signed up to a few newsletters about it. And what finally worked for me was the smartest, most simple email campaign of all time. You see, I would get tons of emails about cubing that talked about their solution, and it would talk about courses and programs and apps and algorithms. And yet there was one email that all it did was twice a week, it would send an email saying, one day it would say, like, can you solve a Rubik's Cube yet? And the other day it would say, are you still struggling to solve a Rubik's Cube? Now, you might think that after a while it'd get annoying and I'd unsubscribe, but I wouldn't, because I still couldn't solve a cube. I still wanted the transformation of being able to solve a cube. And what's really smart is that email was absolutely zero pressure. It was my own internal self-pressure that caused me to eventually crack and say, no, I still can't solve a cube. And in replying to the email, I shifted from being chased by every other cube solver to actively chasing and wanting the no pressure solution. Okay, so the campaign looked like this. First of all, pick the easiest, simplest, most obvious problem that your customers are having. Now, it's either most likely going to be more money or more time. All right. The key is we want to try and frame it in a way that sounds like a specific measurable result. That's like kind of the key to a lot of these campaigns. For example, an e-commerce business, they might be looking for $1,000 a day in e-com sales, in new orders. Or a coach, they might be looking for something that we call a six-figure calendar, which basically means that their calendar is booked up with like 6 figures worth of work coming up. You got to think about, what is the Rubik's Cube that your clients are trying to solve? Maybe it's 1,000 Patreons for like Patreon style businesses. Maybe it's 10,000 subscribers for YouTubers, or it's a $25,000 client maybe for like consultants, or like a $100,000 book launch for authors. We then just take whatever that thing is and we pose that result as a question. Do you still want X? Have you reached a 6-figure calendar yet? Are you still looking for $1,000 a day sales? Or have you reached $1,000 a day in sales yet? Do you have a 6-figure calendar? Now, the magic sauce part is where we get them to chase you. You see, the emails that I responded to and that now all of my leads respond to, and all of these clients here, these are not your usual sales emails. So full disclosure, I'm an affiliate of High Level, which means that if you sign up via my link or click any of my links, I might get a small payment. It doesn't increase your costs. It just gives me and the team a bit of a kickback to help support the channel and the business. It's worth noting that I've built everything I've shared with you here and everything I'm going to share with you inside High Level already right now, and you can get it for free. And I'm running a bit of a crazy experiment where you can sign up for a free trial, upload your list, no matter how small, use this automation and use it to book sales and calls, or use it to help you book sales and calls. Now, we've just run this for another agency who had an email list of around 40 previous clients, lost proposals and old leads. And as you can see, they have already had someone not just reply, but actually sign up for the $500 a month package, all within their free 30-day trial. I've got the link down below, or you can scan the QR code on my screen right now. If you sign up using my link, I'll not only include the recurring revenue automation that converts old past clients into paying monthly subscribers, but also my highest converting campaigns that you can use with your clients so that you can get them killer results as fast as possible without having to build anything from scratch. So you can sign up in the link in the description. Now, what makes these sales emails special is how they just ask if you want to talk about it. So there's a psychological phenomenon called the buy-in effect. Sometimes it's called choice architecture. And I want you to think of it like this. Imagine telling your friend that you have a problem. It could be big, could be small, could be solving a Rubik's Cube, running a marathon, improving your sales. What 99% of people do is immediately offer advice. Now, we are taught that our value as human beings is measured in how much we contribute, but think about it from your perspective. When you bring a problem to someone, sometimes you don't want advice just yet. And lots of the time, the advice you're given isn't that relevant because they don't know all the details. Michael Bungay Steiner talks about this in his book, The Coaching Trap. It can be quite off-putting and even frustrating to be given advice without really being listened to. Advice when you're not asked for it kind of feels a lot like judgment. Instead, if someone says, "Oh wow, tell me more about that," you are way more likely to engage. You're now bought into the conversation because you feel like the person is really listening. It feels like you've got control of the conversation. And I use this in my emails all the time. I will ask, have you found a $25,000 client yet? That's me asking you or the reader if they have a problem. And then the actual email inside, rather than just a ton of information or a pitch, I ask them if they want their help. So it will say something like, "I've got a video that talks through how anyone can land a $25,000 client. Did you want me to send it over?" Now, this email does two things. One of them, most marketers completely miss. First, it's totally no pressure and doesn't have a link or the content in the actual email, which means the reader needs to take a really small action. It also qualifies them because now they're showing me that they are in the market for some help. Second, and this is the part that most marketers miss, it repeats the goal. So many people make the fatal mistake of having a really clear killer result in the subject line, but then in the email, they totally switch it and start talking about something completely different. Repeat the result and ask them if they want more. So we've covered how to actually get your past leads and clients, but how are you converting and selling to them? And perhaps more importantly, what are you selling to them? Well, this is perhaps where most people trip up. Most agencies will take something like High Level, they'll slap their logo on it, and they'll resell it for like $99 a month. They basically attract a ton of low-value clients who have nothing but tech support questions, which drives the agency owner insane and makes them wonder why they ever got into the software game at all. They barely make any money, they regret their decision, and they end up going back to one-to-one services because it feels more profitable. So I'm going to show you how to do this right. And what we need to do is, first of all, we need to charge premium prices. And second, we need to eliminate as much work as possible. In other words, like no endless support requests or tickets. Okay, so I call this the cake problem. Imagine coming over to my house for a cup of tea. We sit down in my living room, and after I pour you a cup of tea, I ask you if you want some cake, and obviously you're going to say yes. And I say, awesome, the kitchen's over there, help yourself. If I offered you a cake and then said that you had to make it yourself, would that feel like a premium caring experience? Even if I said that I had every ingredient available and you could make any cake you wanted, even if I helped you, it would feel like a bit of a cop-out, wouldn't it? Funny story, my sister used to do this to me all the time. She'd ask if I wanted like Thai food or curry, and when I'd come over, she'd say, ingredients are in the cupboard, try to clean up after. The point is that what people want is a tailored, personalized, and curated experience. You will attract way more people and be way more valuable if you restrict the amount of features you offer or even sell. So before I used High Level, I used to work with like insurance companies, and all we did was install opt-in forms at the bottom of blog posts and then redirect those leads and that traffic to a VSL page. And we charged about $2,000 a month for this service because it was so specific and it delivered results. Our support requests were super low because we really only did two things: opt-in forms and video sales pages. If you want to transition to a recurring revenue style agency, you need to offer a specific set of tools. A massive mistake I see people make is that they feel in order to justify a recurring revenue fee, they need to offer everything, and that will kill your recurring revenue faster than anything. Give them the cake as soon as they sit down, not an option to make any type of cake that they want. If I've learned anything from marketing for 15 years, it's that people love two things: faster and easier. If your audience is a travel mug manufacturer, make a killer sales automation for them with a cart abandon sequence, a loyalty program, and a social media campaign. If your customers are online coaches, build them a killer high converting 2-stage community, an evergreen webinar, and a follow-up sales sequence. If they're an engineering consultant, build them an invoicing system, a sales booking process, and a qualification process, and maybe like a paid monthly newsletter. All of which, by the way, a High Level can do pre-built and ready to go for your audience. Software used to be like the golden ticket for all agencies. Everyone wanted to get in on it. And now it's become so readily available and easy to create that agencies are rolling their eyes and saying, well, now everyone's offering the same thing. Yes, they are. I agree. So try offering something different. Like, what do you think has more value? Eggs, flour, butter, and sugar, or a delicious pre-made, ready-to-go cake that goes extremely well with a cup of tea? Yes, vibe coding is here and it's getting better all the time, but I've yet to see a true enterprise-level software platform handling millions or thousands or even hundreds of users and requests a day built with it. But tools like High Level, and yes, I am affiliated with them, so perhaps I'm biased. There are other alternatives like System.io, who I really like. I like those guys a lot. I like what they're doing. That they can do the software delivery for you. The value that you offer isn't in the hard work, right? It's not in the craft. It's in the fact that you like marketing. Most businesses and owners do not like marketing. Your clients do not like to do the marketing. Software was always seen as like this massive opportunity, right? Huge opportunity. And it was seen as difficult to get into because of these two problems, right? One, it's a lot of time and energy. In fact, the graph doesn't even look like that for software, does it? It looks like this, right? And the problem was that this part here took a lot of time and a lot of money before you would start seeing some serious results. You'd have to build, test, rebuild before deploying something that people actually wanted to use. And secondly, once you did get to that point, there's sort of like a threshold at the top where it costs a lot of time and money to service clients on the back end and keep supporting them with updates and new features and to just keep it all running. The potential for profit was always seen as huge, but sort of 5 years after starting it, right, from year zero. What's insane to me is that this part here, right, the time and the money needed to invest to get the software up and running has gone. This here is the opportunity. The fact that this no longer exists. This long tail doesn't exist anymore. You can now launch software that works in hours, not years. And this part, the profitable part, has also been solved. A High Level does the updates and the feature drops. You can even build your own software within it and plug it into their platform to offer a truly unique experience to your customers. It's crazy to me that marketers will turn their noses up at this opportunity because they think everyone is doing it and everyone is doing it wrong. It's a bit like seeing website hosting, which people forget. Some of you out there might be as old as I am, and you'll remember that the way it used to be is to do website hosting, you'd have to do it on your literal own server. You'd have it in the back corner of your room now, right? But now, seeing website hosting offered by another company for a flat fee, it would be like saying, oh no thanks, I think I prefer the old, slower, more expensive way. And now we don't blink an eye on it. You like building building systems and automations and processes and tools. The reason that other agencies are overtaking you and running more profitable than agencies than you isn't because they're smarter, it's because they're taking advantage of the lowest barrier to entry product on the market, literally designed and built to help marketers launch their own recurring revenue platform, and you're turning your nose up at it because it's popular. All of this, by the way, is available below in like this recurring revenue agency operating system. I tried to come up with a more generic name, but that one just stuck. So if you want the entire plan totally for free, just sign up below and get access, and that'll take your agency from relying on one-off projects and unpredictable income to a stable recurring revenue, just like we've done with Brad and Tom and dozens of other marketers. Get the link below. In the meantime, if you're wondering how to price a recurring revenue product, I've got a video here where I talk about the maths of a $25,000 client paying $2,000 a month right here.